How we doing, boys and girls? Mantis here and welcome back to another video. So, yeah, Blizzard have bust something. The meat market. It's almost like it's World Vegetarian Day. If you've tried to buy or sell some meat on the auction house today, you may have noticed that some weird things are happening. The likelihood is your auction house looks something very similar to mine, and all of the current listings for Shadowlands meat kind of a little bit broken. It looks like Blizzard made a little cheeky change to allow our hunter friends to feed their pets some Shadowlands meats. Let's make this so you can actually see it. There we go. Now, in doing so, whatever they've done to the code behind the scenes for these meats, they've made it sort of do some weird stuff on the auction house. This is very unintended, but until Blizzard step in and change it, what it does ultimately mean is that you cannot buy or sell Shadowlands meat on the auction house. Now, how do we get around this? Well, first and foremost, to get around this, you're going to have to resort to buying your meat from trade chat. If you are one of those people out there that looks to craft a bunch of cooking items and then sell them on the auction house, you're likely to have a very good day today. There's going to be a lot less people even able to craft those cooking items simply because they can't buy the meat that they would usually buy. Only people that have got large amounts of stock already on the materials are going to have a good day, but there is also some other opportunities for the cheeky goblins out there as well. If we take a look let's do a quick shopping scan on some of the end result cooking items. Now, disclaimer mode here. If you are not savvy within the cooking market to begin with, I don't think there's many opportunities for you to take an advantage of this. Realistically, because you need to have a good idea of how your server works and how much of this stuff sells on a regular basis. For example, let's look at one that I just know to be a hot seller, the Crown Roast Aspic. This thing, because it gives you the haste boost, is a very, very popular one. It's usually one of the more expensive ones because it relies on the ribs primarily to craft, and they're much harder to farm. You can see right now that there's potentially an opportunity here. If you've got a good amount of sizable gold just laying about and you know that you can sell a whole bunch of these on raid night, there's the opportunity here to swoop in and sort of buy out some of this stock, because the likelihood is when everybody tries to go raiding this evening, either this evening or tomorrow night, however long it takes for Blizzard to fix this bug, the likelihood is that the items are going to be more expensive because there's just less people to be able to craft them. Most people play this game in a fashion where they don't do anything until the very last minute of them having to do it. Most people won't have bought their cooking items before the raid. They'll quickly run to the auction house, they'll pick the ones up off the auction house that they need, and then they'll go off and do their raid. Most people, that's about the level of preparation they do, if at all. But I just wanted to highlight this. There is those opportunities there. If you have a large amount of materials, don't list them on the auction house because they're not going to sell right now. What we've actually deducted as well, just very quickly, I might need to switch the cameras around for this one, is when you search for a single item, if we search for the ribs, for example, you can see there's two different listings right now. And this obviously tells us that Blizzard have changed something behind the scenes. These 4,309 are probably the old version of the ribs that were created before Blizzard made the change, and these are the new ones that have been farmed up and listed today. The big significant problem is, though, regardless of which one, you just can't buy them. No longer available. Doesn't matter how many you try and buy, the item is no longer available, because the way the auction house works is you have to start from the bottom. You have to buy the cheapest ones, and if the very first, very cheapest item is bugged like it is right now, yeah, we got a problem. So just wanted to bring, it's a real quick, simple, easy video for you today. Don't dive too deep in and don't do anything ridiculously silly unless you're experienced in the cooking market to begin with. But if you are somebody that likes to craft some cooking items and sell them on the auction house, especially as we've got the weekend coming up and raiders are usually buying them more so at the weekends, maybe reset day as well, than they are any other days, be aware that you may have a good time with cooking these next few days. There is some possible long-term effects of this as well. My suspicion is the only way that Blizzard are going to be able to fix this is with a server reset, and that may in turn have some weird effects on the prices of these materials long term. So just be aware of that. Keep your eyes on it. Let me know in the comments down below what the market prices are doing on your server. I'm interested to find out if yours look the same. Are yours even broken yet? Who knows? From my point of view, though, I don't think many people have noticed that this is even a thing yet, and so if you can swoop in, buy some of the cheaper items that are going to be more difficult for people to craft, there's a good opportunity to make a little bit of gold there. So I'll leave that with you. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button. It really does help the channel grow. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, you can always subscribe. But until next time, guys, enjoy. Peace.